One of the most profound and challenging questions at the intersection of faith and science is, how old is the Earth? While scientific evidence points to the Earth being approximately 4.5 billion years old, the Bible, particularly in the book of Genesis, offers a much younger timeline, with a majority of interpretations suggesting the Earth is only a few thousand years old, yes, by the sheer look at the age of man as recorded in the Bible. This apparent contradiction has sparked debate for centuries. As people of faith wrestle with these differing viewpoints, the question arises, can the Bible's account of creation be reconciled with modern science? Is it even true? If the Earth is indeed billions of years old, does that undermine the truth of the Bible? Or is there a way to understand the Scriptures in a way that harmonizes with the scientific evidence we have today? In this discussion, we'll explore the age of the Earth from both a scientific and biblical perspective, looking at various interpretations of the creation story in Genesis and considering whether it's possible to hold to the truth of the Bible while acknowledging the findings of modern science. Is there room for both faith and reason to coexist, or must one give way to the other? This introduction sets up the tension between the scientific understanding of the Earth's age and the biblical narrative, inviting a thoughtful exploration of how the two might relate to each other. How old is the Earth? Did God create it? Is there even God in the first place? Or did it evolve? In this retelling, we take you through the story from creation to fall and ultimate restoration, showing how God's plan unfolds even through the chaos and rebellion that came before. Using epic evidence, we are going to discover just how much the Bible reveals what we now know as the universe, and at greater depth, the Earth, the very scientific fascination of all time. How logic truly is the Bible. Is there any book, even more stunning, ancient book, that has ever given relevant and scientific, historical, archaeological and logical creation story of our existence and the very creation of the Earth? We take a look. In the very beginning, as the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 tells us, God created the heavens and the earth. But what we often forget is that the story doesn't start with humanity. It starts with the creation of something far greater. Before the world as we know it took shape, there were the angels, beings made for God's glory. Job chapter 38 verse 1 onwards to 7 reveals some interesting yet revealing timescales of creation.
I watched Satan fall from heaven like a flash of lightning, and angels who did not keep their own designated place of power, but abandoned their proper dwelling place. These he has kept in eternal chains under the thick gloom of utter darkness for the judgment of the great day.
Please stay through to the next series as we look at the fall of Satan and the first flood that was a forerunner to the recreation. Thank you for keeping it here. The rebellion of Lucifer changed everything. What was once a paradise, a creation of harmony and beauty, was left in ruin. The earth became desolate, without form and void, as Genesis chapter 1 verse 2 describes. The angel's fall had shattered God's perfect creation. Isaiah chapter 14 verses 12 to 14 reveal that Lucifer's dream to ascend above God turned to nothingness. He fell from grace, and with him the earth was left barren, tohu in Hebrew. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 4 tells us that God did not spare the angels who rebelled. They were cast into chains of darkness, awaiting the judgment that would one day come. But their influence lingered as their rebellion left the earth in a state of chaos. Revelation 9 verse 2 to 3 speaks of an abyss, a prison for the fallen angels, and though they are locked away for now, their eventual release will bring further destruction to the earth. The earth, once a beautiful place, was now a testament to their rebellion. But this is not the end of the story. Even after the rebellion, God was not finished. The earth, though scarred, was not abandoned. God began his work of recreation. As Genesis chapter 1 verse 2 tells us, the Spirit of God moved over the waters, and from the darkness light began to shine again. The earth would not remain empty. God was preparing it for something greater, something new. And this is where we come in. In the midst of the fall, God had a plan. Ezekiel chapter 28 shows us that even the rebellion of Satan was part of a greater cosmic narrative. God was going to bring forth a new creation, one that would be the dwelling place not just for angels, but for humans, beings made in his image. And so he created man. Genesis chapter 9 verse 1 reveals that God spoke to Adam and Eve saying, "Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth." This was God's promise, that the earth, though marred by sin, would be filled with life again. The earth was now for humanity. In the fullness of time, God's plan would culminate in a new creation. Revelation chapter 12 verse 7 to 12 speaks of the final victory when Satan will be defeated once and for all, and the earth will be redeemed. The heavens and the earth will be renewed, and the harmony lost in the rebellion will be restored once more, now forever. Revelation 21 verse 1. Now I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away. Also, there was no more sea. What began in sin and darkness will end in light and glory, as God's eternal kingdom will be established forever.